Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually do like to I do enjoy trying to create like video games and stuff. And I was, just testing the waters to see if maybe it's something we might like to see on the channel. I do have another channel. Well, it's not even a channel set up yet, but basically it's a, what do you call it? I created an email address for my, just in case development company name or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's called Burning Tree Games. Haven't really made a full video game though. Fuck you, Gimp. I'm not 100% sure if this. It's definitely not going to be like a tutorial series or nothing. I mean, maybe you could kind of look to see what I did, but I could bet you money I did it wrong, so I wouldn't be too excited about nothing. I am getting some books though. Where did I put all my... Did I not save my palette in there? Well, that's gonna make things kind of an ass. I gotta do like a temporary placeholder thing or something. Basically, it'd be pretty much me just kind of going through. I'm actually more curious about possibly doing a like live streaming it or whatever, because I think the videos will be just a little too slow. It's like I'm not really getting anything out of it. If it was, no, I do actually kind of get satisfaction for making like actual videos, but just doing videos of programming, it's like there's not much there. So I guess I'll have to use temporary colors since I don't have my palette. Trying to think of what kind of tile I should make. I wanted to do like, I need to make like a better water tile. I really need my palette. Is there a way I could... No, I could probably get this really quick. Hold on. No. You go down. And let me make sure I am up to date on this. I guess I'm not. Yeah, add an object. So so I think I got my stuff on the laptop. One second. I'm buying a tablet that I'm hoping I could like root. It's apparently possibly rootable, but seems like it's got a decent processor in it and stuff, and it's pretty cheap. I was hoping I could like root the tablet and put a real Linux distribution on it, and then actually get Eclipse on that, so I could also code on the fly. I got my laptop, and that's kind of what I bought my laptop for, but tablet's just so much more convenient. I mean, sitting in my my vehicle trying to type on a laptop's not super great, but if I just had a tablet, it's just fucking whip it out and do something really quick, and then I could commit it when I get home, when I get to Wi-Fi. I could get like 4G or something for it, but or one with 4G, and I was like, then you're just too tempted while you're on it to like play around on the internet. So it's like, all right, I'm just gonna have it just a, strictly for doing game programming. And if you guys do any programming, if you're coming with any kind of programming and from background to begin with, you're probably better than I am. I'm not super great, but some with GitHub, just always make sure when you're done making any changes, you commit on your computer. Like, so if you just did anything, like so like I did, just added like, you know, something here basically, just make sure you commit your changes, and then as soon as you get to another computer or something, make sure you pull before you do anything, because if you do it out of order, you start getting the weird fucking things that are all fucked up. You don't want that. It'd be kind of nice too, because if it is like kind of not a great, you know, tablet, you don't really want to be programming. Like what I'm on right now is a beastly ass of a computer, an ashy beast of a computer, and if you're programming games on that, you're not going to know if it's going to be able to run on a piece of shit computer. And there she blows. Just put it in my general thing. See if I could just drag and drop it in here. Bitch. Yeah, fine. I'll probably figure out how to get here. Let's see. It's because I just left all my files in like the default git location, because it's having issues with it. Oh my god, I got too much shit in here. Oh, it doesn't show my fucking shortcut. God damn it. Alright, I gotta go look somewhere else. Are you serious? It's not gonna let me go my C drive? Wow. Is this the problem? I like to nail this in the butt. Open C drive. What the fuck? I don't really like where how the directories are in, dang it, it's horrible. Using, what do you call it, Git for like the repositories and all that. God, that was a lot. Fucking, you serious? Hello? Alright, you opened up in there. Why aren't you opening up in GitHub, please? Or fucking GIMP. What the fuck is going on? GIMP just doesn't want to take it. Alright, well, I'll move it to my desktop. Let's see if that'll do it. Open desktop. Alright, I don't know what the fucking big deal was. It's not even like, wasn't like super necessary or nothing too. Just kind of annoying. As you can see, there's not a lot of colors going on here. You gotta do your color palette on different monitors, because looking at it from one monitor to another one is like, I'm dragging it over there. I got a different monitor up there. I got another one up there. Yeah. It's kind of faded there a little bit. That one's very green. That one's a little bit in between. It's kind of annoying. I think my laptop was a little bit more faded. Alright, so you have yourself a color palette. Basically do hue skewing a little bit. I'm not really gonna go into how you make a color palette, and this is even a good one, so it's not really worth it. But mostly I think what I was doing here is I just kind of picked a color that had the same values for something, like here and here, then here, and then I kind of hue shifted the luminosity and the hue in that direction, and decreased another direction. That's how you get that. I like to make a better water tile, but I think I don't feel like doing that for this video. My current water is just garbage. I don't know why it does that. Alright. I mean, I could try. I mean, I just had an issue with it. I'm gonna need to shrink size this. Alright. I mean, you could kind of do something with like that. I think I did that before. I think the issue I'm kind of having is my palette sizes. I mean, my tile size is too small. But I kind of wanted to work with a smaller tile size. Alright, let's make this huge, and I could just fill in the whole thing. That's the base color, and then I could put shadows and highlights. It's not really what I want to do, though. Well, I need I do need like a dirt tile and stuff. I could freaking change it, I guess. Like I said, I got temporary tiles so far for water and grass and a couple trees. I was planning on doing all my sprites first. This palette's not super great for... And at the same time, it's not horrible. This is a little vibrant, though. I guess we could see what happens. Ugh. It's like an orange. I might redo this because the color palette and doing like changing some of my older sprites. I mean, you don't really have to do too much. You just go in here and color pick, then fill in the colors you changed. And so if you have to start having like really detailed stuff, that's when it'll start becoming an issue. But the 16 by 16 sprite, you're not gonna have a whole lot going on. So I think I want to make like rocks, or it's dirt. No, maybe I do want to make rocks. Like, I don't really... What am I going to do for dirt? I'm going to have, like, the Minecraft dirt. I might need to look up some inspiration, because I'm not having an easy time with that. Actually, let me get rid of that. Shrink size this. You need to move. I use this for, making colors. I want to color pick. I don't think it really matters. I don't know how that's the same color as that one. No, I guess maybe. So I kind of leave like the same area here, and then I just shift a hue until I find a color. Let's go to... Wait, what am I looking for? Well, you can't with gray. If I'm doing a gray, you have to actually go down. Shift the hue to green. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. What is the luminosity? I'm gonna save this so I can come back to where I was at. I need the same luminosity. 70, so I already had it. Okay, so we'll be at 70. Let's call it saturation 20 so it's easier. And then let's make that like 35. And then all solid color. Right. And then I want to shift the hue. I had it at 35. I don't know why it changes like that. 40. $50. 70, 15 would be 85. Might be doing this backwards. Pretty sure I put that to 50. 50, it's like 65, right? 85 would be 590, 10, 100. Ew, that's lovely. What the fuck with this? No outline, god damn it. What the fuck? I don't like it. That's not really a highlight color. I mean, maybe it is. I'll have to try it. That's not the right one. What is going on here? Those aren't the same colors. Oh, is it using color too? I see. Man, I fucking hate this new paint program. Oh my god. I don't think that's what you wanted to do. And 45. 30. No. $35. 20. Cool if this wasn't such a butt. 5 minus 15 would be 50, 40. Pretty much 0 almost. What was it, 20? Oh my god. I just don't like the extra like selections of things you want. Alright, we got some grays. That one's got all the green tinge, which I do kind of like, but I don't know how that's gonna pan out. So save this. Just gonna let me drag and drop it in here. Of course you won't. Okay. Sorry if I'm a little pissy, it's just the, there's a lot of dumb things in these programs that they put in there, like they're trying to be helpful. And it's like, you're really not being helpful. They need the line, oh my god. Well, no, I think, like, I'm trying to see if I come up with... Alright, so I kind of completed that side. That one's actually the wrong spot. So like this. And let's try and create like another bell rock. I don't want them to be too uniform. Mm-hmm. My goodness. Right, they kind of need like a little bit more arching of a top. Like that. Let's add some other colors in there. I'll do my dark colors first. Kind of have like a shading thing where everything's to the right a little bit, so start of dark colors over there. Go up a step. I mean, start with their super dark colors first. I don't know why I only went down one. This is a pretty good black one. Huh. Maybe that's what that is. Oh, I don't think that is. Thought I made one that was basically my black for them. Unless I updated and I never changed it. Or saved it or something. Or uploaded it. Alright. I'll kind of spill more of this in here. But we do need to save a couple spots. Now we need some highlights. I'll just pop them in here like that. I might have should have done those a little differently. See what I kind of how I fucked them up a little bit. It's not bad.
What you do right now with your body, what your heart is telling you to do, telling you to do, telling you to do.
Okay.
What your heart telling you to do, telling you to do, telling you to do.
Mm-hmm. This one's shaped kind of funny, but it's fine. It's probably good if they're shaped kind of funny. I also want to put something there. And I put one here, and then that goes here. I don't know how this is gonna look. Like this top one's got like kind of a more defined shape to them. I don't know how it's gonna map out. See, this goes like that. That's like here. Very tiny one. You could get a little in there though. It's basically all this one here. That one, I'll put some there. Alright, next color. Right. And then for highlights, I probably could get a little bit more in here. Let's go like this. That. Like that. Yeah, it might not. It's supposed to be one. Okay. Oops. I just kind of checked by throwing it in here. If you want to see how small these tiles are, this is at 200. Tiny little baby guy. It's better than my water tile, that's for sure. This would be just a lot easier to toss in my fucking... But it's just like a rock, or it's just like something I could walk on. I'm actually pretty stoked. We did that pretty quick. Alright, fucking stupid. Just... I hope I could root that. I really, really, really hope I could root this tablet I get. I spent like $60 on it. It's been my kind of dream though, the program on the go. I was gonna do like this big ordeal with the Raspberry Pi. I might still do it if this fucking doesn't work. I was gonna make my own enclosure and stuff, my own battery pack. About like, what do you call it? Something like, I get like 3,400 mAh batteries, and I was gonna get like 6 of them and have them all in parallel. And that's what would power them, so it'd last quite a while. And then I'll probably get I actually bought from my old laptop. I have to try and find it, but it's a. I hope I didn't throw it out. It is a SSD drive for mini PCIe, and they have an adapter for the Raspberry Pi that you could use, or they go into USB 3.0 or whatever, 2.0. And you can start teasing out a little bit of what it looks like. I'm not going to be that zoomed out though. I think to worry about in the game, it's probably this zoomed in. I mean, it repeats kinda. Actually, that one's missing a color. That's why I do this. Where is it? It's the top left one. Top left. Oh yeah. Right there. See it? I got the black here, but nothing here. There you go. I don't know if I really feel like trying to tile this again. There's like a way that you could actually just tile stuff. I have to look it up. I might fucking do it though, because that'd be nice. Or maybe just make a little program that I could just do it super quick. Or I could just load it in my fucking game and I could just pop them down. It would be nice just to have like a quick little thing. I might make like a jar file that I just execute, like executable one. And then I'll just basically just click the jar file, and then I'll just take the I don't know, maybe I'll like take whatever tiles are there. Oh, something's off. Where is it? Let me double check. Come on, butthole. And then I could like circle through whatever is there. So if I have more than one tile, I could circle through them. Oh, that's right. God damn it. I am pretty interested in actually streaming this. I don't know though. Being critiqued on coding and stuff live would be a little be quite annoying actually. Why are you doing that? I don't know. You're doing it wrong. I know I'm doing it wrong. I'm trying to figure it out on my own damn time. the fill bucket doesn't work ever. Ah, filled that time. There's like, I can see a line here. It's not horrible though. See it? It's kind of where I was working at the top. The file, like here. You kind of see it. Right here, kind of bad. I mean, you can see the side too. It's really hard to get it and kind of break that. And there's actually something kind of weird going on. Let's zoom in a little bit. It's just a lot of regular color here and not enough highlights and shadows. So you got like quite a bit of darkness here. Then all of a sudden it's all too bright here. This quadrant. No. I'm not too worried about it. Let me export this. I'm just gonna put it on my desktop and put it as, because these end up just getting deleted off my desktop. They all go in the program into the file. And then I can just copy them out of that to put them on my laptop where I keep the actual folder. What is this? Just rocks? I'll just fucking put gravel. I wanted that capitalized. I'll do that later. Actually, I could. Gone now. Bye. I don't know how symmetrical I want this to be. If I have it perfectly symmetrical, it might look kind of weird. Well, I don't need this the whole size, actually. I could just have this up a little bit. Okay, something like that. I don't know if I like that or if I just want to make it like my trees. I'll show you my trees in a little bit. I'll add some highlights now. Oh shit. Not enough. Might have too many dark tiles in here. Yeah, I do. God damn it. Yeah, see, a lot of these are the ones I would want my highlight tiles to be. See if I can fix that a little bit. Try and push these over just a little bit. And then I could move some of this in there. Looks like a nice coiled piece of shit, basically, almost. I need to fix up there just a little bit. How do I do this? Like that. It's not too bad. It's not a great rock. I mean, it's like, that would get repetitive pretty quick, but it's not a bad placeholder rock. Rock. Dwayne the Jock Rock Cock Johnson.
Grove salad, listener support.
Ah, it's so bright. Oh my god. I got way too much shit on my fucking homepage or my desktop. Sort them by type instead, because that would make things a little easier when I got 50 shortcuts to games on my desktop. Make my convention for my tree here is not gonna work. So if I do I could make like a actually grass and I'll put like an actual grass in there. That'd be fine. What is this one? Huh, I didn't know I had that. Well, I could see what that looks like. I didn't load it into the game yet. Let's call it a rock and then we'll put like gravel and stuff in there. And actually I made this so you could pretty much add stuff at will. So I don't even have to do any programming actually. See, this is all just in a notepad here. And then I'll put these into that folder. The rock is just 1 KB and my gravel's 12. What the fuck? Make sure that they actually show. Oh, that'd be it. What happened to my gravel? Why did it save as this fucking... just renamed it something. Rock. Delete gravel, since that's definitely not it. Oh no. Whew, that was close. Alright, where did you go, bitch? Sure this is the actual right thing. Alright, that's a rock. It's gravel. I named it with a capital G and it saved it as a lowercase g for whatever reason. Okay, then we go down here. Actually, I'll delete those. Be on the safe side. That's more like it. 1 KB. And people normally would do like a... what is it called? A sprite sheet, or whatever you want to call it. But I like doing the do them separate so I could kind of place them in here. I think it just makes it easier for I don't know what you call it, modularity. Make it more similar to a tree for the let's pop it right here down at the bottom. Actually, this doesn't need to be there. Trying to make it so that way it I don't know if you could see, I have it so that this is the I was trying to make it so they'll capture attention when you're looking at it. So if you see a bunch of dashes, that's the like the I should have it correspond to the thing here. But so these are utility ones. So then I have them separated with this, so you can kind of see. So you got this is one, this is one, this is one. This is not how you do it. Normally you do this with like SQL or whatever the fuck people normally use, or XML, I mean. And say a landscape, that's like a new actual branch, which I want actually with stars. And then trees, grass, water, rock. Rock, and then we just change this here. Rock. Rock. This one will be a foreground. Walkable will be false. Destroyable is true. Make this like 5,000 HP. That's not in the game yet, but I just put these things in there so that way, as I'm doing this kind of stuff, they're already having some kind of value in there. Stones. See? And you gotta admit, it's not that bad of a system.
Science is more than a body of knowledge. It's a way.
I wanted to make it so that way if I did end up releasing this game or something and people want to use it, because this is mostly a map editor at the moment. I'm gonna try and include a lot of. I'm gonna try and include a lot of parts to it though, so that way you could basically let's say when I start actually getting into like putting NPCs in and stuff, I could have it like click on it and then I could give them dialogue. They got have like a pop-up so that way you could enter a dialogue and stuff, and I'll save it and stuff for those NPCs at that location and whatnot. So I'm gonna try and make it like an actual, almost like an RPG maker kind of deal. Kind of ambitious. I'm worried I'll probably end up just not finishing it like I do most stuff. Gravel. And the difference here will be gravel you could walk on. I don't know, I might change my mind on this grass actually. I was gonna say destroyable. So it doesn't drop anything. Since it's not destroyable, I'll take away the HP. Yeah, do you want to replace it with anything because it's not destroyable? I could change that later. Like I said, most of that stuff was so I could like have it pre in there. Walkable, this will be true. This doesn't need HP. It's not gonna drop anything. And this is background. The background layer. I got 2 layers at the moment. I could add more. I don't think I want to. We'll see. Destroyable. Is it actually spelled wrong? Well, as you guys could see, all I did was I entered some stuff into here, and then I made some sprites, and then we could go into here. This is very bare bones at the moment. Doesn't look very good on my screen. But I could go full screen, and out of full screen, I need something on my list of things to do is to add this is the actual where I want to put the tiles. And then you can like scroll through them and stuff. Might have the tiles like kind of tiny in there, so that way you can just kind of see a little image of them. But basically at the moment you can do this.
Science is
It's right clicking to
it's a way of thinking.
place tiles. Yeah, you can see my water's not super great. Grass isn't either. I don't know what's going on there. The rock's not too bad. And that's the gravel. Something's not working there. You should be able to place that there. Oh no, because I made it so that way. No, why? What? I mean, it kind of works out because you wouldn't be able to see these fucking rocks on that gravel. This is the problem with 16 by 16 tiles. It's like these larger sprites you can make look pretty good, but the smaller sprites don't look very good. I'm trying to like the left click, like I actually got that as a something that works in this. That's just too dark, I think. I mean, it's not horrible. It just looks like poof, it's there. I need to like make edge tiles, but I don't know. It's gonna be kind of difficult. I think I need to move up to 32 by 32 tiles. You could do a lot more with that. I could try making some edge tiles that are basically just kind of, you know, have like a corner tile. And no, basically just edge tiles. It's not too bad though. Could actually use like kind of like a nice dirt path or road tile. It's just too loud. It's a really loud tile. And I kind of liked it to begin with, but... And the grass is very loud too, so I mean, it's not too much. These are all too arrowy too, these trees. What am I doing? Sit back and look at that for a second. If you're wondering why it's so big, it's basically because I want it to be a little bigger. You could work kind of like this. This might be how you play the game. I'm not 100% sure yet. I kind of like the idea of having it kind of like a Game Boy game. This is all too close and personal. I think it needs to be like this one, right? Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that so far. But yeah, but see, now I could add tiles in just by throwing in a .png file and or ping file and a you know, basically just kind of script it here. I'm gonna try and do most of the game like that, so that way, or map editor like that, so that way it could be kind of moddable. I mean, that'd be something if what do you call it? I actually end up kind of releasing this and somebody actually made something with my map editor and stuff. Had a lot of stuff going on here. And this is my game file. I wouldn't like follow along too much with what I'm doing because I have no idea if I'm actually implementing anything right. Obviously, I'm getting stuff done, but like I'm sure somebody's gonna look at this and be like, They're like, why don't you just have the sprite size inside this folder? Oh, it's because I want to just have it in here and then access everything from there here. And there's a lot of this math like this because what do you call it? It's an array list instead of being a two or three dimensional array. I got a this is my resource loader. And this is my little, if you want to see like how I did because this is actually kind of a pain in the ass. Like a while ago when I was trying to do this kind of stuff, I was having an issue, but I kind of came up with this time. You go here to this is the file reader basically. And what this does is it loads all the tiles into an array list, and these what do you call it? It goes through my objects folder. I'm in my objects text file, and it creates all the tiles from this. It goes through and it sets a name for the tile, and then it sets a path for the tile, it sets the layer, it sets whether it's walkable or not, and when it hits the end, that counts as a break because it just skips over everything else. You don't have to have anything. It's not like Java, if you think about it and put it like that. No, it's just skips over everything else. So everything here, the spaces, this, I can just even fucking right here. No, stop. I even just go like this. It's not gonna register that. It's only gonna catch anything if it's got one of these taglines. And then that's the name. You don't even have to actually know what the name is. I just kind of made everything try to be ambiguous. See, and then it just it goes to the next line. This is like some kind of magic thing where it reads the file, saves them all into an array, a one-dimensional array. So like the first element of the array will have the one line, and then whatever this does splits the whole file down into lines, and it reads it line by line. So if it reads name from the first line, then it'll actually look at the next line of the array because I'm plussing it by 1, and then it gets the name, and then it sets it, and then kind of the same thing for everything. And then the sprite, it gets the path that we set here. Then I flip it because everything's backwards and upside down in LibGDX, and I throw it the right way back up so my brain makes sense of it. Tile set sprite. You set the sprite here, set the width, set the height, and then actually you get it from the actual sprite width and height from the file, and set the ID. The ID, by the way, is just what the size of the array list is at that point. I've always used array lists. I mean, I used to use 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional arrays, but they kind of get, I think they're kind of slow. But they're kind of more precise. You gotta be careful like altering array lists, because if you're like basing a lot of your logic off that and stuff, you're gonna be, you have anything like shifts over or something because you added a tile instead of replacing a tile at a certain location, everything will shift over one. Add tile, new tile. Okay, so that's it. This is where I'm gonna make the save function. I just haven't done it yet. But this actually creates a file, so you can see. We run it. Where did you save it? Resources, maps. Then bin. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the first time I noticed that's not in the normal resources. That makes sense though. Butts. That's a lot of butts. Hold on. Let me delete that. And then I'll run this again. Is it right just adding butts to that? Oh, it disappeared. I actually made a shortcut to this. Super short. Good job, you idiot. Sources. Yeps. Butts, because I ran it twice. So it must be adding to the end of the tile. That's a good thing to catch, so I could fix that right now. Let's see if I can clear the file. Dot. Empty. I don't think that's the right one. I mean, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for, though. It's never that simple, though. Usually you're gonna have to do something dumb like delete it and just remake it. That's just fine, I guess. I'll try this empty directory thing. Why did I fucking... Oh. Butts. It didn't work. I think I did that right. No, I did. Look at that. So you do that, and then I'll delete it, and then you write your map, your new map over it. So you're basically deleting the stuff so you can make the changes. It's not just actually adding the changes. I don't know, that makes sense. Now I'm thinking about it. This is going on a little bit long. It's kind of neat. We added two new tiles. It didn't take... I mean, it took an hour, but it's because I was spending more time on those. I'm not really super stoked about that. This isn't going to stay here like this. This is just was an easy way to implement placing stuff. But as you can see, I added some logic where I can't place certain things. That actually works. But it's not going to let me. Why isn't... I might have to figure out this one, because I'd like to place... I think I did it for water. So like if I want bam, 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 I could place a tree on this, but I can't change it back to grass now. Yeah, nope, it's not letting me. That's because I did something for water. So I couldn't place trees on water, basically. And then if I had a tree, I can't place water down. Because the tree needs to be on grass for it to be there. So, we'll see. And this is my tile folder. This is what every, like, tree and rock is and everything, basically, in the game. Even the cursor is one of those. This is all the... I don't know if this is a great way of how to do it, but this is all my stuff for moving around the map. Yeah, this is my logic for doing placing tiles and stuff, and that's where I'll find my issue with placing the thing. If I right click, I think this is the issue here. If it's walkable, foreground's walkable. Yeah, that's it right there. Now I have to look at that a little bit more. That's the same logic I'll use for like if I have a character, they're gonna walk and they'll check to see if it's walkable or not. If it's not, they won't be able to move into that tile. This is my GUI. I didn't really do anything other than have it render the thing. And I got some, I have an array list for the buttons. A button which doesn't have nothing in it yet. Pretty proud of the tiles. Oh yeah, this is my tiles. This gets kind of confusing. This is something I'm gonna need to fix later. Because if you go in the map, yeah, see tiles.get tile.get. It's really, all that's really confusing. But basically this is tiles.get tile, and this is actually when you do get tile like that, that's the array list, and then you do get, and this is the ID, which is a better way, I think, going through the array list. But also inside of tiles, I made this beautiful thing here, which actually was the source of a really irritating thing I found out, that strings don't equal strings sometimes. For instance, the best examples here. See, I did tiles.set. No. It's in here, right here. When I was doing walkable, I think was when I was having the issue, maybe. Or something like that. Basically, I did words array I+1 dot no, this is a string here, right? Words array here, yeah, this is a string. So I just put that equals true, then true. You'd think that would work if you did the 2 equal signs here. That's like, you know, if string words which should be true equals true, then true. Nope, doesn't work like that. For whatever reason, even though this here said true, and that's what it was reading, and it actually shows up true, for whatever fucking reason, it wouldn't work unless I did this here. And I'm happy I found this, because this would have fucking ended this whole deal way early. You do compare to true. So let's say this is the string, which is here. You do compare to, and then whatever you want it to compare it to, you put inside the parentheses here. And then if they're the same, it equals 0. If they're not the same, it equals something else, like negative whatever, or positive whatever. Why they're negative and positive, who the fuck knows? Doesn't matter. So basically, and this is just not true, and then it puts false, and that's how it tells if you could walk on it or not. And That's a loading thing right there. It's not too shabby though. But that loads it into these array lists here. No. That loads the tiles into this array list right here, which is called tile, which is confusing. And then I references tiles in another in a, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. But so this is only like 7, you could see here, 9 tiles. I got 9 tiles all together. So this is 9 tiles long. The array, the ID here is the size when it gets that tile. So basically, like, let's say it did, you know, it did air, cursor, delete, oak, right? So it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, and that's oak. So this is the ID of oak, it's the number 3. And then you could actually reference that tile by that ID through logic. But let's say I just wanted to fucking call something like a map here. Like I wanted to create a blank slate. I have it like this, so I could just circle through those. It just, if you go back here, it just for loops through the tile array, the array list of tiles, which is, no, there's 9 altogether. Or 10? 10 altogether? I don't know. Because I think 0 counts as 1. It for loops through all of them. And then it'll check the name, compare the name. Oh, this is the one that was actually giving me the hard time. And I figured it out. But basically just call it by the name. Here, you put the name in the parentheses, and if it's equal to that, it'll make the tile, and it'll return that tile. So then you can go here, and map. Then basically I have a new tile here. I just saw something move. Mosquito? Fuck you, mosquito. It's too dark in here for me to kill it. But you can see here, I do tile equals new tile, get tiles by name grass. So this actually creates a copy of that tile that's in the array list, the tile that got loaded in. And then I set the X and Y of where it's at. And then that sets it so that everything has a coordinate and stuff baked in. So every tile that's in there is going to have a coordinate baked in, and I'll replace tiles like that. Now I had background tile, which is grass at that point, and then this one here I do delete, which is kind of weird, but I didn't want to, I could have made these tiles null, and I need to fill up the space because I want it to be, the array list to be full, which it might not need to be, honestly. Now I wanted it to be full so I could use the same logic for both of them, because I'm doing it where like map plus y, since it's a linear array, it doesn't have 2 dimensions. They give it 2 dimensions for it to make sense to me. You basically, it's map plus y. So let's say the map said 0. Let's just get rid of that map y one right here, right? So we just, that one's not necessary. That's if we're using the map y to move the screen. Like with the, when I'm using the arrow keys, map y will actually increase or decrease. And that's why you plus it by y. And then y is actually, if you think about doing the math, which took me not too long to figure out, but I've done stuff like it before. But basically all the y dimension is if you times it by the width of the map, right? So you got 10 tiles, and let's say you're on, your y is like 3 or whatever. I think it'd be 30, right? So if you did y times map size, there's 10 tiles, and your y is 3. That's actually tile 30. And then you do that plus x and or plus the x, and that gives you the offset on the x. So let's say you want to do 35 or whatever, or your y3 x5. So you'd be y times 3, which is 30, and then 5 over. That's kind of simple just because it's that, but that's just how it works. I don't know, it works. So it's there. Anything else interesting in here? Not really. It's a lot of... It's a clusterfuck. I need to go through and clean it up. Oh my god, I need to go through here and clean it up. Oh, and I also got a thing where you could, I forgot that I had it in here still. Where am I? Oh, it's down here. On my laptop, the console's on the right. Because I don't have a lot of real estate that way. You could actually go like this. And let's say... Like that. Like that. If it's a foreground tile, you left click. If it's a background tile, whoops. If it's a background tile, you right click. Alright, so you go like that. This is just a normal cursor. You don't have to have the cursor out to do it, but you shift click and you shift and right click, and then that'll give you some details down here. Yeah. Is it giving me both my tiles? Oh yeah, I'm getting the foreground and the background tile. But I think the walkable is actually for this one, which I need to fix. I need to actually move that. Let's move this up. Yeah, just needs to be there. But basically, let's say I want put a tree down, and I wanted to know, you know, something's going wrong, and we want to find out something about what's going on with this tile. What the fuck? I know that grass tile's not at fucking 511 by 5. Oh, yeah, it is. No, it's not. Something didn't work right. It's not. It sounds like that's a total. Yeah, it's 5. So you might be able to do like a test right here. There's all the grass. Fucking just gonna be an ass about it. Yeah, 511. Even here. Yeah, so there's something wrong there. Where's it at? Lockable here. That's why I do this stuff, because that could have caused an issue later down the line. Something to be wrong. Here's my only math. Just checking to see if something's inside the rectangle. But yeah, I mean, I'm moving along. I started this last weekend, and it's now this weekend, so I wasn't doing this every night. I'm pretty busy. I'm actually looking at houses and stuff, and we're actually putting an offer on a house right now. Only thing is the internet's not going to be great there, which I'm super scared about. Like, I looked up Spectrum, which is the only internet you can get there, and I think it's like, says it's 100 Mbps, which, you know, you could make do with, but it still sucks. But I'm worried about it Because where I live, I could get 900 or like a gig internet, a Spectrum, but you can't get Fios here, which sucks. And you can't get Fios over there. There's no fucking way. It's kind of rural. It's like on an acre, a little over an acre. But the I'm worried about like if I go to get Spectrum or whatever, and they're gonna be like, oh no, we actually you can't get the 100 to just have that on the internet. You know what I mean? There's like some workarounds, but I thought you would be able to do something with 4G LTE, but I looked up the speed that Verizon says, and it's horrible. But I looked like the capabilities, like if you get like the actual module for like your Raspberry Pi or something, you could get one that's capable of like 300 down, but it's just that Verizon will cap it at a certain speed. So I don't know. It's also nice to have like a notes thing, so I have in here I put this file for notes, just in my resources. That way it's always getting shifted over between the two computers. But obviously I need to make buttons and scrollable in the GUI menu. And I think I'm gonna end up having to do something. This is gonna be pretty. I haven't worked with I've made a graphical user interface like one time. Basically, I think I'm gonna want to make it so that this is gonna be a tough one. I might need to like have it based off like the hierarchy, but I need it to do it so that it's modular, so if I add new tiles that it automatically does it. I just noticed that fucking tile's not centered. Is any other ones not centered? No, it's centered. No, it's centered. Huh. My exclamation point's not centered. But anyway, I'll need it so that way, you know, it's modular, so you can just mod it. Or not modular, just moddable. But I'd kind of like it to be based off I was thinking about just having separate spaces here, and then you could just kind of, you know, finger through them or whatever on your mouse scroll wheel. I'll just like put a landscape there, like grasses, and then you could just kind of scroll through them. But I'm not gonna have it wide enough to where you could do it, but I would like to be able to see a lot of them. But I think I'm gonna need it so that way you could click something, click it, and then maybe you could choose through like a drop down. This is gonna be this is why I use like Scene 2D and stuff. I want to make my own stuff. I want to make it all from scratch. I like making it hard on myself. I was even thinking about looking up and learning how to do LWJGL or Joggle. Java OpenGL just from scratch, so I just don't even cheat with a lot of these easy mode things that LibGDX gives you. I've been pretty tough on myself. I'm doing a lot of stuff that I think LibGDX will make for you, but so maybe like a little list that you could click. I'll have to think about this a little bit more and kind of design it. So like a list that you could click the like a landscape. And then like probably another one would be like buildings and like NPCs and stuff. And then you could like click between the three, and then I'll pop it up. Like I pop up another menu that'll be like grasses or something, and then you could it'll pop it up in like in here. You'll get a nice fat stack of tiles based on it. I'll populate this. I think that's a good way to do it. And then I'll make like a tile like this that you could set for like queuing cutscenes maybe, and like I don't know. Yeah, it's random shit. We'll see. Anything else? Create more tiles, duh. That's gonna be there forever. I need to learn, make something to save the map. I need to clean up the code and maybe comment stuff. I don't know why I do that. That's how you like, if you go over the cursor, if you haven't done programming before, that's how you do if and. So this button pressed and is this button pressed. That's what you use, and I end up typing that down. Alright guys, that's quite a bit. Hopefully you enjoyed. May think it's interesting. If you do think it's interesting, consider leaving a like, and then maybe I'll put more on the channel. Or I could also possibly live stream. I think this kind of thing is better for live streaming. And it would be kind of nice to get some help, because there's some things like diamond square algorithm. I still can't figure that out. I got this guy over here. It's an aim practice thing. Get like double points for, or minus HP by double if you actually hit it in the red square. That guy's going really fast compared to the other ones, so there's something going on with the. I'm not really great with games that aren't tile based, so this is actually like some that's kind of nice that I did for once. You need like sound effects for like bullseyes and stuff, and I think the bullseye is just a little too small. Like maybe you might need to make the whole tile size there, the bullseye, and then you might need to make the tile double the size or something. But you need like feedback, because there's no sound or nothing, and you don't know if you're actually doing something good, you know? I like that explode effect. I think I might have destroyed them all. The ones that are gonna explode some out of it. That might be one. Nope. That one's doing something kind of funny. God, that one's clipping. There's another one that explodes. I just at random. Nah, this was the end of it. I think it. Yeah, it starts over again, but ready? Look at that. I just love that. Bam, random directions. Bam, random directions. Bam, random directions. It's just fucking beautiful. I was actually pretty proud of that one, even though it's not so anything crazy. But alright guys, that fucking went on enough. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know about streaming and all that shit. I will see you guys next time. Do take care. Bye-bye.